Hello YouTube, it's Saturday, November the 9th, and there's this white crap falling from the sky. It's our first snow. Been out here all day because I had to fill that sled with pig entrails. Don't tell any of my don't eat that animal friends. I was going to do 2 in one day, but it's my first time by myself. And now it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm glad that I only did 1. If you're not too sensitive, watch this next clip. If you are, I will post right down here where to skip to, because I'm going to show the pig hanging. So I waited until the high temperature would be 40 and the lows were in the 20s. This simple little rack inside my shop, and then hang the pigs in the shop overnight, or in this case pig, and then I'll have my butchering station out here and be like butchering a pig in a refrigerator. But she is glorious. I'll cut in half. Let's go see what the other animals are thinking. So as you can see, Breakfast, all alone in her pen, is still out looking for food and doing her piggy stuff. The chickens, on the other hand, are like, "What's this snow? Oh my gosh!" And they're hiding underneath their chickshaw. So continuing on with my unorthodox farm update, what you see here is garden, which I named Garden 1. It is actually 30 feet, 33 feet by 80 feet. And all this time, when I haven't been making YouTube videos, what I've been working on is a plan that I thought, what the heck, I'll share it while it's snowing. So while I had a ditch witch for other purposes, I actually came out here 20 feet farther that way and 50 feet farther this way, and made these cross hatches. I'm going to put the corner post for the new Garden 1 right there, which will actually make the garden, like I said, it was 30 by 80 before with 5 fruit trees, to 80 by 100 with only 3 fruit trees. There's also 3 grapes, they get to live. You can also see that I cut down a rather impressively sized tree. Here's part of it here. And what I did was, when it was still warm enough, I tilled all of this with my disc harrow and flattened it with my chain harrow, and then I planted winter rye in this entire area. I didn't get an opportunity to till that the same way, but I have picked up all of the bark that I put in the walkways, and I piled it up around the fruit trees that get to live. Now, the reason I picked up all the wood chips is because wood chips are a nitrogen sink. But the funny thing about the wood chips, for people who are keeping track of my wood chip experiment, is where it got water, because I used a sprinkler water on top of it. Where the wood chips got water, they were actually breaking down and turning into soil. So some of the chips that I put around the trees are dark and starting to look kind of lush and nice. Like if I waited another year, they'd be dirt. And then the stuff that didn't get any water was still just plain old wood chips. The cardboard that was under the stuff that got water, completely gone. And the cardboard under the stuff that was dry was about 50% gone. So here's the corner post right here. It's going to go up to where that spool of fencing is. What I did was I took the fence off from here to there to the gate over there, because I'm going to bring out the poles and then re-fence everything. I'm going to use that same fencing. So this goes straight up there to that spool, and then it'll follow the line near the house that's already there. The other change I'm going to do to the garden is all the beds will go this way. Right now they go that way, which is downhill. So when I water it, with a drip water, most of the water comes in downhill, not uphill. So I had wet spots and dry spots. Having horizontal beds will make it so Hopefully the water's more even. And then over here in Garden 3, good old Garden 3, Day of the Life series showed me actually putting up the fence and making my tray interesting gate. I'm turning that into a perennial garden. The millet, I harvested out of it, I gave it to the chickens. The oats actually self-seeded because I couldn't tell when it was ripe. I wasn't checking it enough. So it's self-seeded and I ended up mowing it all down. All the residual from the corn and the pumpkins and the squash all went to the animals. They very much enjoyed it. What I did was I planted the strawberries and the asparagus that I moved from, well, all over the place in here, over there. And then the remaining beds, that's the first row. The remaining beds, I actually planted 3 rows, over 150 plants of 3 different kinds of garlic. One's a giant garlic, one's a spicy garlic, and oh, let me tell you, when you eat it raw, it is tangy. And then a normal organic garlic. Once they're done, which will be about July, I'll prep the beds, maybe make them a little deeper, and then the year after, I'm going to put some more asparagus, some rhubarb, and some artichokes in there. It'll be glorious. Well, I hope you enjoyed my snowy farm update, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.